and communities. We know that criminalities, and I'm talking about insurgents, bandits, terrorists, mass kidnappers and murderers, they all mostly rely on cannabis use before carrying out their dastardly activities. More revealing is the fact that out of a total of 15 million kilograms of assorted illicit drugs seized by the NDLEA in the past 5 years, over 75% of them are cannabis. Just imagine the harm that quantity would have done to our youth's public health and national public health crisis and socio-economic challenge that demands urgent, evidence-based and multi-sectoral interventions. For decades, the challenge of illicit cannabis cultivation has persisted, particularly in rural communities where poverty, unemployment, food insecurity. One of such interventions outside our regular law enforcement efforts. This significant game-changing strategy is the Alternative Development Program, an initiative fully aligned with the Renewed Hope agenda. In a nutshell, it's about giving and economic empowerment. It is against this backdrop that the NDLEA, with strong support from the federal government and our international partners, has adopted alternative development as a core pillar of our drug control efforts and a veritable counterpart to law enforcement. I am pleased to inform you that last week, between 26th and 28th January 2026, I personally led the NDLEA to successfully launch the Alternative Development Pilot Project in 3 communities in Ondo State. That is Iluabo and Eleowo, both in Akure North local government area, and Ifom in Oshe local government area. Please note that we have been engaging these communities for over 1 year. I did not just pick up and head out there. We had been engaging with the communities at least 4 times. My team, my AD team, Alternative Development team, has visited those communities and interacted and engaged with them. And I myself have met with representatives of the community at least once here in this headquarters. I have also sent my team to other alternative development practicing countries in Southeast Asia and Latin America in the course of the last 1 year to understudy alternative development projects there. The pilot project was flagged off with the invaluable support of several global institutions and partners, including the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, other friends and partners who participated virtually in our flag off in Ondo State came from Ghana, South Africa, Germany, Thailand, Peru, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, Netherlands, Myanmar, Bhutan, Laos, Afghanistan, Iran, and Guatemala. Also significant was the presence and support of the Ondo State government, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who attended the stakeholders forum in person and made commitments on how he planned to support the alternative development program in his state. He offered seedlings, land, fertilizer, and other inputs. Equally, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, was also in attendance, ably represented by the Regional Director Southwest, Mrs. Alao. Outcomes of this pilot project has been the overwhelming acceptance and support expressed by the host communities and their traditional and community leaders. In my interactions with the attendees of these engagements, we gave them complete freedom to air their views, speak frankly, and they did. They expressed how, despite the money they made from cannabis, they lived perpetually in fear of arrest, the fear of NDLEA. So yes, they said they make money, but there's no comfort in it. And the slightest noise in the middle of the night, they all spring up and try to hide or run away, thinking it's the raid from NDLEA. They also expressed how they were not proud to tell their children about the trade through which they pay their school fees and attend to other live living concerns. The stigma associated with their criminal acts in the community, they were already stigmatized. And some of them actually expressed that the children would not go to school because their peers who know the backgrounds of the sources of income of their parents were always riding them. But the one main worry that they expressed was, now that we are persuading them to drop cannabis and grow something illicit, they needed support from government to enable them make the switch. I promised them that. I promised them that the federal government will see to it. The Ondo State Governor also promised them that, with the commitment that he made, as did the representative of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. The communities openly renewed their hope in Nigeria and restored their confidence in government. They recognize that alternative development offers a dignified and lawful source of income for farmers, reduction in poverty and vulnerability, especially among rural households, improved food security through the introduction of viable alternative crops, and enhanced community stability and safety, as illicit drug cultivation often
when I come back, I said, no, it's not the war. And you know, we can never take it proud. Your people can never take it proud. For self to say, my father, they do know, or they do cannabis, or they go party. Your father can, your people can never take it proud. So anyone who need to do when your people not going to take it proud is not the power. Like you now, as I did now before, one day one of the work they come. And the door was at the house. I told him, get out. I said, no, officer, we want to live. So that's why the lecture of my people today, as all of the day, and up to then I start this meeting. When I go back to serious, because all of them, we tell us, I don't want one person, he let you go this side, he let you go that side, I don't want that. For far from here, we can do ya, who go there, what we go there, who go take a flower go to, who go do pepper go to, who go do practice go to. So I can never talk a pretty finish today. Till I know that I give my father no.
Because I'm studying and coming to the business of agriculture, I found out that there are so many things that my people who are growing cannabis or doing business could have grown that are more lucrative, economically valuable than cannabis. I can't count how many times I've gone to the NDLEA's office and I've been longing, begging them, can we partner? Even with National Registration Agency, let us see how we can introduce other things to our people instead of growing cannabis, because they know that the only reason why they are doing this is for survival's sake. We have rigorous meetings, rigorous interviews, talks on all of these. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that it's a great pleasure and I'm witnessing it today. And I want to say congratulations to the people of my community. What I pray for, what I hope for, and thought that could be the best to the approach of arrest, getting prosecuted and getting jailed, that was going to come true. And now we have it. I want to say that on behalf of the community, we are grateful to have you. We are so pleased and we are promising maximum 120% support to everything that will make this program a success. Thank you so much, sir. You're very much welcome to everybody.
Thank you. That was short clips of my engagement in Ondo State last week. Now, let's quickly look at the broader benefits of alternative development. Ladies and gentlemen, alternative development goes beyond crop substitution. Its wider benefits include strengthening rural economies through value chain development, reducing the burden on law enforcement and the justice system, promoting peace and social cohesion in previously crime-prone areas, supporting national food production and agricultural diversification, improving Nigeria's international standing in global drug control and development cooperation. This approach represents a win-win solution for communities, for government, and for national security. The successful takeoff of the pilot scheme in Iluabo, Ifon, and Elewo clearly demonstrates that alternative development works when communities are engaged, supported, and empowered. We therefore call for a strong national response and sustained support from all stakeholders across all layers of government, traditional rulers and community leaders, development partners and donor agencies, the private sector, and agricultural value chain actors, as well as civil society organizations, and you, the media. We urge communities across the country, particularly those affected by illicit drug cultivation, to embrace this model and work with the NDLEA in building lawful, productive, and secure livelihoods. In conclusion, let me reiterate that the Alternative Development Program is not just a drug control initiative. It is a people-centered development intervention designed to uplift communities, strengthen national security, and secure Nigeria's future. The NDLEA remains fully committed to expanding this program nationwide in partnership with all stakeholders as we collectively build a safer, healthier, and more prosperous Nigeria in alignment with the renewed hope agenda of the President Tinubu administration. I thank you all for your attention and continued support.
Thank you very much, sir. I believe we can do better.